Hey everybody, here get another one today. I'm gonna check out the Scariest Kids Show. So I'm pretty sure this might be a show that I'm in no way familiar with, to be honest with you. Or I have no idea, but I guess I'm gonna see.
So the other day I made a video talking about some shows I loved as a kid. And reminiscing on all those old shows that brought joy to me reminded me of one that brought fear to me. I know everything scared me as a kid, but this was different, okay? Because this show not only scared me, but it
I
also
swear, it's gonna be
scared
something not scary at
millions.
all,
And
isn't
that
it?
show was Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, okay. I never saw Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, I've probably seen like maybe an episode or two, but I never really saw the show. But I do know the concept, and I am aware that it is supposed to be like a horror-esque type show or something like that. I don't know. But I also wasn't allowed to watch Cartoon Network as a kid, so take that what you will.
If you never watched this show, what's wrong with you? Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over Courage.
See, look, even he's upset at me. I'm pretty sure whoever's watching this is also upset. Look, I never watched it, okay? You know what? Moving forward, I'm probably just gonna have to make like a list of all the shows that I didn't watch as a kid that everyone else has seen and just react to it just to get it over with, to be honest with you.
The Cowardly Dog, and I'll be going over 3 of the scariest episodes from the
There's
show.
a lot
And
of
in the
Cartoon
end,
Network
I'll go
shows
over
back in the day I didn't
scariest
see
Courage
because I couldn't
episode
watch it.
I've ever watched. So y'all know the drill. Grab your popcorn, get your stuffed animal, and try not to. First episode I'm starting
Wow.
with, The House of Discontent. I'm gonna let y'all know now, every time they play this episode, I just leave my living room. Straight up. This episode starts with us seeing my boy Courage and his family trying to plant a flower in the middle of the night. I ain't no gardener, but is that optimal? And since they live in the literal middle of nowhere, which is pretty much a desert, it don't want to grow. They even tried doing some seance to help, but nothing. And it ain't a Courage the Cowardly Dog
survive
episode
out
without
there?
Eustace complaining. He starts saying he's done trying to plant stuff, that he's never trying again. I mean, how many times did y'all try for y'all to be doing these seances and blood sacrifices and stuff? We then cut back to the crib and we see Muriel doing dishes. You know, chilling, scrub-a-dub-dubbing, when she hears a voice telling her to get out. And Muriel thought it was just her age. She thought she was senile. But no, it was real.
Wow.
The kitchen drawers and utensils and food start going everywhere. Looked like it was a poltergeist in the crib. Even Eustace
real?
wasn't safe. Before he could hop in the bathroom wall
Like, how the heck did your sandwich crawl towards you like a worm or something like
started
that?
breaking
What is
down,
this?
water going everywhere. Look at Eustace cry. What could have been causing this?
Bro, he ain't
after
got
they
no
fall into the
teeth.
basement of the house, Courage, Eustace, and Muriel look up to see a giant floating head.
What in the
spirit
world
of the
is
harvest
this?
moon. And he used to scare the boo-boo out of me as a kid. He always reminded me of an evil version of the floating head from Power Rangers. Is it just me? And it actually scarred me. The dark eyes or lack of eyes, his glowing white skin, and there was something about his face being saggy that just threw me off. No joke, he's in my top 5 scariest spirits on TV, right below Code
Wow.
from Avatar. That do terrify me. He's here
What
to
the
tell
heck
them
is
to
that?
Get the hell out! Get out!
Why? Because Eustace doesn't respect the land they live on. Come on, now why we gotta punish everyone for one dude's mistake? That ain't fair. I used to hate when they did that in school. Off topic, but I remember back in high school, I was on the track team for like a month. And this one time we were running a 5K, which was already horrible. That's like 3 miles. And when we finished,
I
one of the
couldn't do it,
captains
bro.
told us we had to run it again. All because
You know what? And people want, and I swear, when I first like stopped playing football, people for some reason people didn't get it. And lo and behold, because I stopped playing in my senior year. Literally the day that I started not playing and I did more of like the camera work for the team, they had to continuously keep doing punishment runs for people not doing the part on the team. And that's one of the reasons why I hated doing it, because even though almost never played football on the field. I was only used to be like like someone to go up against to get a drill done. That's pretty much my only role on practices. I was never a starter. I wasn't even like the secondary dude. I was always just the last guy, and I'd never really played in any game. But why is the one that doesn't do anything on the actual like football games? The one that always shows up first for practice. And is always like on time and is at least doing everything he can to do his job, and he doesn't do anything. And I have to always do these punishment things for everyone else. Even the starters are the ones that cause it as well, which makes it even more angrier for me, bro.
this one kid in the back was just running too slow. Man, we were all pissed at him. And the kid felt really bad about it. Like, really bad. Even I feel bad looking back on it now because we jumped the out of him after practice. The spirit does give them a chance though. He tells them they can stay in their home if they manage to grow a plant. Okay, that's not that bad. By midnight. This is another one of those things that scared me in this episode. They're expected to revive a dead plant by midnight, and it's 11:50. I'm like 8 years old watching this. My mind immediately goes to, what if this guy was in my crib? I don't know how to grow a plant in 10 minutes. I don't know how to grow a plant, period. Did I even know division yet? I knew if he spawned in my crib, it would have been raps for me. I mean, even these dudes barely made it out, because Eustace was still refusing to even try to plant. So,
okay. I mean, I knew this guy was like the cranky old man beforehand. Also, I just realized I probably forgot to freaking turn the screen back, sorry. But yeah, I figured he was like the cranky old man of the show anyway, so it makes sense.
I feel bad looking back on it now, because we jumped the out of him after practice. The spirit does give them a chance though. He tells them they can stay in their home if they manage to grow a plant. Okay, that's not that bad. By midnight. This is another one of those things that scared me in this episode. They're expected to revive a dead plant by midnight, and it's 11:50. I'm like 8 years old watching this. My mind immediately goes to, what if this guy was in my crib? I don't know how to grow a plant in 10 minutes. I don't know how to grow a plant, period. Did I even know division yet? I knew if he spawned in my crib, it would have been raps for me. I mean, even these dudes barely made it out,
multiplication at the age of 8 years old.
Still refusing to even try to plant. So Courage does what he normally has to do and tries to save his family. And he was putting out all the stops on this plant, giving it light, serenading it, a blood transfusion. Nothing was working.
What?
See, he messed up. He ain't giving mouth to mouth. Courage tries to run inside and use a leaking valve for water, but Baldy over here was practically melting their house, so the water turned into sand. But Courage had one more idea.
What do you even do?
He takes advantage of the heat and uses Eustace's sweat to water the plant.
Wow.
And it works. The plant grows. Eustace takes all the credit for it, but
dang, what type of powerful sweat does this old man have that it can fully hydrate a plant within seconds? Also, this whole thing was rigged. How the heck do y'all have like infertile soil that can barely grow anything, and y'all just unfortunately get handed like the one ghost that says grow plants or you die? Like,
but the spirit was satisfied. See, this one wasn't that bad because it had a good ending, but I can't say the same for the rest of them. Next one is,
oh yeah, this guy.
The name alone,
I've seen this character
weird.
before.
Now this episode didn't really make me run away from my TV or anything.
Oh, the
like
animation
the
looks
one, but
different.
It left me feeling
Seems like a later
uneasy,
episode.
unsettled. This one starts with some creepy narration on the bus by this shadowy figure talking about how naughty he is. What the? This dude is Fred, Muriel's nephew.
Isn't he like a scammer or something? I think.
Jokes, but he really makes
I don't know. I never saw the episode. He just looks like a scammer to me.
Weird. According to Eustace, he's a freak. Not that kind. Eustace says he's a freaky guy who owns a freaky barbershop where he does who knows what, but it's probably freaky. And Eustace was something we could finally agree on. Says he doesn't want that freak anywhere near his home. Yeah, I don't blame you, because when we finally see how this dude looks, oh my goodness. Y'all know me. I hate to judge off appearances. Even in this show, they taught us not to judge a book by its cover. Remember that one episode with the super ugly hunchback dude? He was chopped, but he was cool people. But this dude, he may not have the hunchback, but he got that mad scientist hair, lanky, slender
look how
arms.
skinny
Are
his
his
wrist
eyes
is.
Green? And then the worst thing off his appearance was his smile. Oh my goodness. Every time he saw someone, especially Courage, like, why are you looking at Courage like that? He always revealed those janky teeth. I mean, no surprise there. They said he's British. But, come on, bro. Looks like you be chewing on cinder blocks and smoking cigarettes for a living. Big ass smile, too. Looking like he swallowed a whole watermelon.
What does a skeleton look like?
But his smile wasn't the only thing that was off about him. We also know he's a barber, and there ain't nothing inherently wrong with being a barber. You know, there's different passions in the world. Some people like making art, making music, making food. I mean, bro, I come from a race of people who can be three things: a baseball player, a deadbeat father, or a barber. So it's perfectly fine with me if someone likes cutting hair. But Fred, he really likes cutting hair, to the point where it seems like it's some sort of fetish or kink for him. I'm not even joking either. I understood this as a kid watching this.
What you call it, razor into a scalp.
Fantasizing or reminiscing on cutting hair. During his flashbacks, you would see him get all geeked.
How much hair does this person have?
He's sweating from excitement. You know how excited you gotta be for it to make you nervous? This ain't regular. And once I heard him say that line about how he gets in a certain mood, I knew what kind of stuff he was on. The episode ends with Fred getting arrested after Courage gets trapped in the bathroom with him, of all places. Trapped in the bathroom with a random relative? Not a vibe. And he shaves off all of Courage's hair, leaving a message on Courage's butt. With love, Fred. Yeah, this dude is a freak. But floating white heads and freaky dudes named Fred have nothing on the last one I'm about to go over. This is the one that made me and everyone else who watched the show growing up have nightmares. Like, I don't remember the first time I peed myself, but I do remember the last time, and it was when I watched this episode.
Wow.
last week. This episode starts different than the other two. It opens up and we're in the middle of a police chase. You know how desperate or bored them cops gotta be to chase someone into the middle of nowhere? There could be someone getting robbed in your city right now, looking like some NYC MTA cops. Priorities all the way messed up. The people or animals, I should say, being chased are these two cats. Y'all always putting cats into stuff, trying to send shots. And why are they being chased? Well, apparently the cops from earlier had a right to be this desperate because these two stole a precious artifact. And this thing must have been very precious because one of the cats gets the bright idea to bury it out of
still
fear of
like
being
some Indiana Jones
I don't really
treasure
see
or
the point in
something.
this, like, was it weighing y'all down? You're in a car. That freaking 2-foot hat you got on looks like it'll weigh you down more. But whatever this thing they were burying was, it must have had some bad juju on it or something. Because the second these two cats get back in the car and are about to take off, the road becomes foggy. A mysterious figure appears and they get packed up. Yeah, some bugs spawned in, surrounded their car, and they were gone.
Got by termites
who's
or something?
responsible for this? Shino? Conveniently though, where these two cats, RIP, buried this artifact was right across the street from Courage's crib, where we see the next morning, Courage digs it up. See, this is why I'm feeling bad for Courage at some point. He been through too much to still be doing all this curiosity stuff. He brings a thing he dug up back to Eustace and Muriel, and we all know Eustace's miserable self never liked anything new in his life, so he immediately throws it out. But while Longchin Eustace is complaining about Courage, you stupid dog, the news comes on the TV talking about this priceless artifact that was stolen by these two criminals. I'm sorry, I know this is off topic, but what's up with all these dudes having the syndrome chin? Turns out though, the artifact that these dudes stole was not trash like Eustace said.
I was not where a syndrome
chin
was
priceless, worth millions. And Eustace may be a miserable old man, but he truly is a paper chaser. Cause the second you heard moolah, bread, money was involved, he went and retrieved it. But this was a mistake because Eustace wanting to keep the slab was triggering something in it, something dark. Luckily though, this ginger mustache fellow comes by to retrieve the slab and stop this potential thing from being triggered. And you know Courage was in full agreement. He started hitting his Eustace starts asking the dude how much bread he's trying to offer for the slab.
I do know he makes like random. Can he talk? Or can he just make random noises?
Just a tote bag. Like what the? Do I look like a Midtown Manhattan girl?
Yeah, like can Courage form full words? Or does he only like just make noises? Or can he do like the Scooby-Doo thing where like he can talk but like he has like a weird like a weird way he talks and an odd vocabulary. Like is it like
declines, but I would have taken that tote bag 1,000,000 times over what came next. Because later that night, while Eustace is rocking back and forth,
he probably doesn't need to. It's probably just like a Tom and Jerry situation where they can't talk.
Goes outside to check what's going on.
It still works.
This moment right here is what traumatized me, you, your brother, your mama, and anyone else who watched this show. Eustace goes to check what's happening and sees this thing, this 3D 4K resolution, 3 strands of hair having mummy. Yo, I can't explain to y'all how unsettling it was watching this as a kid. I mean, look at his chin.
Got
Mind
that
you, this was playing
first
the
Pixar
latest,
animation
like 5 p.m.
type of CGI.
But it still terrified me so much I'd have to cover my eyes. I don't know if it was his voice, the whole the way he was moving his body, or both. But this dude was too much. He tells Eustace if he doesn't return the slab, he will be cursed and visited by 3 plagues, each getting worse than the last. Oh my goodness.
Low-key, why does this thing kind of look like an indie horror video game villain or something? Like he looks like someone that will like an Enderman. Like he'll stand one place, then he'll teleport right next to you and give you like a jump scare. Like that's what he looks like to me.
But Eustace don't care about that. He then starts asking the mummy how much he gonna pay for the slab. And the mummy straight up ignores Eustace asking that. Which, y'all know what that means. Broke boy, you ain't nothing but a broke boy. Eustace slams the door and that mummy did not waste time. He immediately starts flooding their home, from the basement to the first floor to the attic. Look at Eustace, had enough time to grab a freaking snorkel before he even thought about helping his wife. Courage thankfully swims to the basement and pulls out the plug, but it wasn't over. That was only the beginning. The next plague was ear screeching music. And this one may not have sounded like a big deal to me when I was a kid because all early 2000s music was great. But in 2025, this would be horrible. Imagine Cardi B blasting out like 210 decibels. Oh my goodness, that'd be torture. Courage eventually finds a solution to that plague too, but Eustace still didn't want to give up the dang slab. With Eustace still not complying, came the third plague. And King Ramsey aside, this is the scariest part of this episode. The third
bro, after you read the story of Moses, how the heck do you see some plague type stuff? Like, okay, this thing happens and this thing happens. Like, if after knowing the story of Moses, why would you even try after the first plague? Now I could see if you like just said screw you at the beginning, and then like because you thought nothing was gonna happen, but with the first one starts happening, you know right there and then just stop. Because then somebody's probably gonna kill you at the end or something.
Third plague was a
Locusts.
swarm of bugs. I know some of y'all right now are like, oh, seriously? Bugs are scary? Yes, they are. Have y'all seen how a swarm of bugs looks? Look,
Oh
look.
my
And I'm pretty sure
gosh,
this
where
supposed
is
to be
that
locusts
at?
too, so this is like biblical. The bugs, just like they did earlier to
Yeah,
those two
like
cats,
I just said,
RIP,
freaking
ravaged
story of
through
Moses.
everything. And Eustace, with no other choice, says maybe it's time to let go of the slab. So Courage takes it and tosses it, and it stops. Everything's okay. It's looking like a happy ending. But Eustace
Like it
had to
destroyed
go
your
and mess it up.
roof.
Since all the plagues were over, he tells the mummy he don't got any more tricks left in his bag. So technically, the slab is his.
It's
which
gonna try
sounds
and kill him,
smart,
isn't
but
it?
then you remember, he can just run it back. The episode ends with Courage and Muriel chilling in the broken crib, and Eustace now trapped in the same slab that he was feeding.
Wow.
I think there's a metaphor here, but I don't really feel like it. That was pretty much all the Courage episodes I found really scary, at least as a kid. As an adult, the scariest ones are definitely the Butcher Pig one and the Perfection one. Ugh, made my skin crawl. Comment down below the ones
Dang.
you guys found the scariest.
They
And
definitely
before
got
you
that
go,
little bit
I'm
to
also thinking
CGI.
about doing a confessions video. I've seen some people I enjoy watching do the same with their communities,
Oh yeah, no, I didn't do reaction to that one. That was too far.
so I
bro.
thought it'd be fun to do
Oh,
it
my
with you
bad.
guys. So I'm gonna leave a little Google form to fill out in the comments and on my IG. Go follow them. And chill out, it's anonymous, so no need to worry about waking up to banging on your door at 2:52 a.m. So yeah, fill it
Wow.
out, pretty please. And moral of the story? We jumped the
scare?
frick out of him
Oh,
after
no.
practice.
Okay. So what the heck is the context to that one? Is that just someone that just drew that? Or is that like an actual like moment from an anime? Because if so, I would like to know the context. Why is she making that face? I don't know. It just looks funny to me. But hey, I guess that was just it for this one. Hope you have a good day and God bless.